Hey guys, Ben1979 here. I'm gonna bring to you guys today a little comparison between the Ryobi and the Ridgid hybrid fan. So basically these are two fans that either can be powered by battery or with the cord. So you can plug in an extension cord and you can just use it like that. So what I want to show you guys is the noise level difference between these two fans on basically high and low, and just showing you guys the noise difference between these two fans to see how much more noise is there between each fan. So I am going to bring the fan a little bit closer, and I'm going to put him sideways so that the wind noise is not interfering with the test and it's not going into the microphone, right guys? So I'm just going to bring the fan and put him on the side and just show you guys each fan on one speed and the other one on the other speed. So maybe the Ridgid sent it as a dial that you can choose the precise amount of air that you want. Then I'm gonna take the Ridgid and put it maybe on halfway, just to show you guys halfway what noise level it has. So, all right, guys. All right, let me start with the. Let me start right here with the Ryobi. So I'm using a 4 amp hour pack, which is fully charged. Hopefully you guys can see that. So fully charged 4 amp hour pack. Let me see if I'm in the shot. Yes, I'm in the shot. So basically I'm just gonna lower that so that the shotgun mic is picking up as much of the fan as possible. So I am going to place the fan exactly the same spot for each test for each fan. So this is low power. Can you hear me, guys? So low power is a nice setting if you put it on on a table, bedside table, that you just want to have a little bit of air blowing on you at night. This is the perfect speed for that. So low, if you're like 2-3 feet away, you're gonna feel it. If you're more like 6, 7, 8 feet away, you're not gonna feel the air. So it's pushing a little bit of air, not a lot. So like I said, the further away you get, the less air you're gonna get. So let's see on high. So guys, this is on high. Can you hear me? This thing is a little bit more noisier on high. So yeah. So it's pushing more air, but I'll show you guys in a minute how much air it's actually pushing, all right? So let's go with the Ridgid covert air. So I'm using a 1.5 amp hour pack, which is fully charged, 4 bars. So this is an older 1.5 hour pack. So this is something those batteries, when I purchased my Ridgid combo like several years ago, maybe 5, 6, 7 years ago, I don't remember how long I did have those power tool for, but this battery came from there. So let me show you guys how much on low this thing is making noise. Guys, this is low. This is the noise on low. So basically it's not doing anything, it's not making any noise. This is pushing less air though on low than the Ryobi. So let me put it as much as it's pushing. So this is basically as much air as it's pushing for the Ryobi on low. Can you hear it? Not a whole lot, right? So now let me put it halfway, and let's see. So halfway, guys, halfway is pushing as much air as the Ryobi on high. No kidding. Let me put it on high. So on high, guys, the noise is just a smidge more than the Ryobi on low. So I don't know if it makes sense, but it's just a little bit more. But this thing is pushing way more air, guys. Way more air. So again, just for comparison and for the noise, which is important to me. So just a smidge more noise on high for the Ridgid, which is incredible. The noise difference is just alone is just worth every penny. So anyway, guys, now I'm gonna do a little test which I like to call floating to the wind, wanting to start again by a plastic bag. So alright guys, I have a little plastic bag here. I am gonna put each fan at the exact same spot, and we're gonna try to blow it away as far as we can over there. So you guys can see over there, you can see the fan. That's perfect. Alright, so I'm gonna take the fan, I'm gonna put it. I'm gonna start with the Ryobi, and we're just gonna go on high, guys. I just wanna see on high how much air it's pushing. Or maybe I start on low, just for the hell of it. So this is on low. I'm gonna try to match the fan orientation just to push the air. So this is on low, guys. Alright, that's pretty much 6-7 feet where it's still pushing a little bit. So now let me put it on high. Alright, so it's pushing a little bit more air than my previous test. So it's basically up to the point where it can't go any further. So I wish I could, really change the orientation, and maybe I'll do a little test where I take the bag and I put it all over there and see if either fan can move it. So now let me switch it. So now let's take the Ridgid, and let me try it on low. So this is low. So yeah guys, on low it's not pushing a lot. So like I said, let me raise it up a little. So now it's pushing about the same as, a little bit less than the, I'm gonna have to put the bag and just move it a little bit that way. Alright, so it's pushing about the same as the Ryobi. Let me crank it up to high. Let me put it halfway first. So this is about halfway. You have to give a minute to the air for the air to be going there. So now let me put it on a high now. Alright, so now it's pushing against the end there, and it's almost lifting it up. So alright, here we go. Here we go. Like I said, I'm trying to match the air where the bag is. So alright, it's pushing it all the way back there. So, and mind you guys, I'm not using an octane battery, I'm just using a power pack that is several years old. So, still on full, you know, but you can see the difference when I'm using I'm plugging it in on the cord. This thing has a little bit more power when I plug it on the cord. So this is just to show that even with a lower battery, a lower capacity battery, this thing is pushing more air than the Ryobi. So just to tell you guys. All right, let me just replace the bag. Let's say over here. And let me take the Ryobi to see if it can be redeemed. So 4 amp power pack. So let me see if I can push the bag on high power. It is getting some air over there. I don't think it's gonna go all the way. Alright, let's try it with the Ridgid. Trying to orient the air for it to be maximized to go all the way back there. As you guys saw, it's pushing the bag all the way over there and it's pushing it up against the wall, so where the Ryobi couldn't even do it. And you can still see the bag moving lively, so try to reposition that bag. I want to see if the air is going. It just needs to be turned a little bit towards that way, like so. A bit like that. So you can see the bag is floating a little bit and it's just dancing. So the air is getting all the way up to here. So. So you guys can see that it is moving the bag over there, and there's some air wanting to get in the bag. Alright, so let's try again with the Ryobi, and this is going to conclude the test, guys. Guys, no joke, I can barely feel any air over there. So. Ah, Ryobi wins. The Ryobi wins. Nah, just kidding. Guys, you can see the difference in power between the two. So, how long is this video? 15 minutes. Hope you guys enjoy every last minute of it. Just kidding. You can skip forward if you want to. I don't mind. So if you skip towards the end, it's perfect too. But you guys can see the difference in power and especially in noise. The factor that it's less noisy on the Ridgid than it is on the Ryobi, and it has more air, and being more quiet is just a no-brainer for the Ridgid. And you know, I know there's the DeWalt out there, which is pretty good and is pushing even more air, I think. But the DeWalt is like $140 for the fan only, 140 bucks. This thing I paid 60 for. 60, so it's more than double the price for the DeWalt. Is it double the fan? I don't think so. So I'd rather have two Ridgid than having one DeWalt, if that makes any sense. So anyways, guys, hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, a thumbs up is always appreciated, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.